It is a colorless and odorless liquid. For consumption, an acid manufacturer typically drips the liquid onto absorbent, colorful paper squares called blotter papers. Each blotter paper can have several tabs. One tab is usually enough to induce a trip. It is also sometimes sold as capsules, pills, sugar cubes, or gelatin squares known as window panes. In each form, LSD is diluted with other chemicals or products. For each LSD product, the potency varies and virtually there is no way to know how much LSD is in any form you take. For most people, a dose of 1 to 3 micrograms per kilogram of body weight is enough to produce a moderate trip. However, a quarter-inch tab from a blotter paper typically contains 30 to 100 micrograms and a gelatin square may contain slightly more acid per piece at 50 to 150 micrograms. Traces of acid can be detectable in your urine for 5 days and in your hair follicles for 90 days after ingestion. Know that I have given you guys an insight on what LSD is, its origin, forms and effects. I will now move on into sharing my story of how I became an LSD user. As I mentioned before, I was in an abusive relationship. My common-law John would lash out at me for the simplest of things, such as not having the food ready on time, forgetting to wash his favorite shirt and burning the toast. His violent attitude made me feel the world's most worthless and useless woman.